better to start with a Kirtana, Vaishnav bhajans basically. Now, Vaishnav bhajans, you may not understand the language, it might be Bengali, but it's like thunderstorm. Now, you hear a thunder, even a small child, no matter which language territory you belong to, but even a child can understand if you hear a thunder, what's going to happen next.
Lightning will follow.
Rain is going to.
It's going to get rain, obviously. So it's you don't need not to have a big graduate or know the language of the thunder. You know it's going to rain. So similarly, it is said in Vaishnav bhajans, when you hear them, you may not understand the meaning, but it has effect. In the sense, it affects everyone because it's been composed by pure devotees. And this Yugalashtaka by Jiva Goswami, one of the Goswamis, so a one of the Manjaris actually. So he have composed it. Jiva Goswami have composed it. So 5 minutes. By then, I hope everyone joins. Okay. So we'll just have, then someone can read the translation of the bhajan. Krishna prema mai Radha, Radha prema mayo hari, jivane nithane nityam Radha Krishna gate mama. Krishna prema mai Radha, Radha प्रेममयो हरि जीवने निधने नित्यं राधा कृष्णगते मम कृष्ण द्राव्यणीनं राधा राधा याद्रवीणं हरि कृष्ण याद्रवीणं राधा राधा याद्रवीणं हरि जीवने निधने नित्यं राधा कृष्ण गते मम जीवने निधने नित्यं राधा कृष्ण गते मम कृष्ण प्राणमयी राधा राधा प्राणमयो हरि कृष्ण प्राणमयी राधा राधा प्राणमयो हरि जीवने निधने नित्यं राधा कृष्ण गते मम जीवने निधने नित्यं राधा कृष्ण गते मम कृष्ण द्रवमयी राधा राधा द्रवमयो हरि कृष्ण द्रवमयी राधा राधा द्रवमयो हरि जीवने निधने नित्यं राधा कृष्ण गते मम जीवने निधने नित्यं राधा कृष्ण गते मम कृष्ण गेहे सीता राधा राधा गेहे स्थितो हरि कृष्ण गेहे स्थिता राधा राधा गेहे स्थितो हरि जीवने निधने नित्यं राधा कृष्ण गते मम जीवने निधने नित्यं राधा कृष्ण गते मम कृष्ण चित्तस्थिता राधा राधा चित्तस्थितो हरि कृष्ण चित्तस्थिता राधा राधा चित्तस्थितो हरि जीवने निधाने नित्यं राधा कृष्ण गते नाम जीवने निधने नित्यं राधा कृष्ण गते नाम नीलांबरधरा राधा पीतांबरधरो हरि नीलांबरधरा राधा पीतांबरधरो हरि जीवने निधने नित्यं राधा कृष्ण गते मामा जीवने निधने नित्यं राधा कृष्ण गते मामा वृंदावनेश्वरी राधा कृष्ण वृंदावनेश्वरा वृंदावनेश्वरी राधा कृष्ण वृंदावनेश्वरा जीवने निधने नित्यं राधा कृष्ण गते जीवने निधने नित्यं राधा कृष्ण गते मामा हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Anyone likes to read the translation? Yes, Jyoti Mataji, Hare Krishna. We'll do a
Yes,
quick
ma'am.
translation
Hare Krishna.
with the class.
Thank you, Mataji.
Yes,
Radha
ma'am.
is made of pure love for Krishna, and Hari is made of pure love of Radha. Life's greatest wealth is Radha and Krishna, my eternal shelter. Radha is the treasure of Krishna, and Hari is the treasure of Radha. Life's greatest wealth is Radha and Krishna, my eternal shelter. Radha pervades the life force of Krishna, and Hari pervades the life force of Radha. Life's greatest wealth is Radha and Krishna, my eternal shelter. Radha is totally melted with Krishna, and Hari is totally melted with Radha. Life's greatest wealth is Radha and Krishna, my eternal shelter. Radha is situated in the body of Krishna, and Hari is situated in the body of Radha. Life's greatest wealth is Radha and Krishna, my
Mataji,
eternal
can we
shelter.
give chance to Chanda Yadav Mataji for
Yes,
last 5?
thank
Yes,
you, Mataji.
Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Radha is situated.
I mean, fixed in the heart of Krishna. Sixth one.
Sixth one, okay. Radha is fixed in the heart of Krishna, and Hari is fixed in the heart of Radha. Life's greatest wealth is Radha and Krishna, my eternal shelter. Radha wears cloth of blue color and Hari wears cloth of yellow color. Life's greatest wealth is Radha and Krishna, my eternal shelter. Radha is the mistress of Vrindavana and Krishna is the master of Vrindavana. Life's greatest wealth is Radha and Krishna, my eternal shelter.
Very well. So, what is our greatest wealth? Radha and Krishna. So, that's our greatest wealth. We have got the holy name. So, and as Gaudiya Vaishnavas, we are very grateful. This is Jiva Goswami. Now, some people say, why is Radharani's, how do you say Krishna wears always yellow color? How do you say Radharani's favorite is blue? And it's given by Jiva Goswami. What else reference we need? This is Yugalashtaka by Srila Jiva Goswami, who's one of the Acharyas and who's one of the Goswamis, one of the Manjaris. Okay, and he says, because Radha wears blue color, just not that she likes, because the blue color reminds her of Krishna. And Hari wears yellow color, Pitambaradari Hari, because the color reminds her of him of Radharani, who's Gaurangi, Tapta Kanjana Gaurangi. So let's go to today's class. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So the last 10 slokas of chapter 3, first canto, 3rd chapter, verse 34 to 44. That's what I have to cover. That means the last 10 slokas of this chapter. So 34, we are actually describing the constitutional position of the living entity, okay, by the 34th sloka. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Yati Esho Parata Devi Maya Vaisarati Matihi Sampanna Eveti Vidur Mahimni Sve Mahiyate. So if the illusionary energy subsides and the living entity becomes fully enriched with knowledge by the grace of the Lord, then he becomes at once enlightened with self-realization and thus becomes situated in his own glory. So the constitutional position of us, Jivera Swarup Hoy, what is it?
Nitya Krishna Das.
Nityadas. Krishnera Nityadas. Yeah, last week, 4 devotees from the English department took initiation from His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj in Mumbai. So they were like so happy. They were like full of gratitude. Most of them are here, and from Gujarati department also they took. They were feeling so happy because their name came as Devi, Dasi, and Das. And initially, when you after initiation, you feel really happy. Now all of you agree, like Devi, Dasi, and you change your name in your Zoom, and you change your name in all your. You're so happy to get that name. But then we don't realize, when people call me Aishwarya, Subhadra Mataji, I'm like, I'm not Subha, I'm Devi Dasi, I'm Dasi of Subhadra, who's Arjuna's wife. Because my Prabhu is Dhanraj, he got Dhananjaya, who's been Arjuna. So I got as Subhadra, got both of them took initiation together. And Guru Maharaj were knowing that we were Bhagavad Gita preachers, so we got the name related to Bhagavad Gita. So it's not like we are Arjuna and Subhadra, we are Devi Dasi. Jivera Swarup Hoy Krishnera Nityadas. That's our constitutional position. So the constitutional position is, and when does that reveal to us? When do we really understand we are Devi Dasi? How do we really realize it that we are Devi Dasi? Yes,
we surrender totally to Krishna.
Okay, and how does the process of surrender start? Starts with what? It starts
carrying the instructions of our
with hearing.
The instructions of the
Chanting and serving, Mataji.
chanting and serving whom?
Guru Maharaj.
Guru. When you start serving your Guru, that's when actually the real process starts, or that's when we actually become the eternal servant. Why? Because you can't serve Krishna directly. No, we can't serve Krishna directly. Jivera Swarup Hoy Krishnera Nityadas. But what is our real constitutional position? Gopi Bhartur Padakamaleo? Even Vritrasur in his prayers have said, Aham hareta vapadaika mulo dasa anudaso bhavitasmi puya dasa anudaso. I'm eternal servant. Now that gets revealed. How? By the grace of the Lord. And when does that happen? If illusionary energy subsides. What is the illusionary energy of Krishna? Who's that?
Yeah.
Maya Devi.
Which Maya?
Mahamaya.
Mahamaya, right? Mahamaya. Devi Hesha Gunamayi. So Devi Hesha Gunamayi Mama Maya Durate. It's Krishna's energy. Now how do we overcome that Maya?
By chanting.
Taking shelter
of Krishna. Yes, Sharanagati to Krishna. So surrender. And surrender have 6 aspects. What are they? It's not easy just to surrender. There are 6 aspects of Jadvida Sharanagati. Very nice. This is a sloka from Hari Bhakti Vilas. You're all scholars now, as Prabhu says. So, Anukulesa Sankalpa, Pratikulesa Varjana. First is accept what is favoring Krishna consciousness. And Pratikulesa Varjanam, reject what is not favoring Krishna consciousness. Rakshishyat Idi Vishwasa, have strong faith Krishna will protect you. Gopitrete Varanam Tada, thinking that Krishna is my only maintainer. Atma Nikshebam, completely submissive. Karpanya, being humble. Shadvita, Sharanagati. Okay, now when you say Krishna and Maya, what is the comparison given? Krishna and Maya. What is the analogy? Prabhupada says. How are they?
Maya is Surya.
Maya is Surya. Krishna Surya Sama, Maya Hoya Andhakar.
Jaha Krishna
Na
Taha
hoye,
Nahi
Krishna
Maya
wahan nahi
Radhikar.
So Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya chapter 22 verse 31 says Krishna Surya Sama Maya Haya Andhakaryaha Krishna Taha Nahi Mayara Adhikara. Krishna Surya Sama, Krishna is like sun and Maya is like darkness. Definitely Mahamaya is like darkness. And wherever there is sun, there is no darkness. Similarly, wherever there is Krishna, there is no Maya. So here in the verse, 34th verse says that when the illusionary energy moves, that's when Krishna reveals to you. Okay, then is the constitutional position revealed to us. Yes, because we all born in ignorance. So we are all in ajnana with thinking this bodily concept. We think we are the body made up of this earth, water, fire, air, ether. And we just don't know the constitutional position of us. But once we came to Krishna consciousness, we came to with whom blessings? Guru Krishna Prasade Pai.
Tilata Beach.
Bhaktilata Beach. So we cross that Bhaktilata Beach with the help of Guru and Krishna. And then, so Krishna will be like Surya and Maya will be like Andhakar. So wherever there's Krishna, there's no Maya. So Krishna is compared to sunshine, Maya is compared to darkness. Wherever there is sunshine, there cannot be darkness. As soon as one takes to Krishna consciousness, the darkness of illusion, that is the external energy of Maya Devi, will immediately vanish. What is it? Krishna Buli, Jeev Bhogavanja Kare, Pashati Amaya Tare Japati Tare. Krishna Buli. Forgetting Krishna, we are doing sense gratification. Then what happens? Maya Devi just waits to trap us. Now I heard a beautiful verse saying sloka saying that, quote, that Maya Devi has a very nice microscope, advanced microscope. She can zoom into the weak point of yours. Like just imagine your weak point is to watch IPL match. And then before coming to Krishna consciousness. And after coming to Krishna, some notification comes about the IPL match and you're just gone, drained. Like that, every one of us have some weak point and Maya Devi exactly know where to hit us. And she will check us before we go back to Godhead, because she will allow only sincere souls to go. So Devi Hesha Goda Mama Maya Dura Mame Bavi Prabattende. Krishna says if you surrender to Krishna, Maya idam tarinte. But it's a long process now to surrender. But Uddhava gives a very easy way to surrender to Krishna or overcome Maya. What is that? My students will know. Those who are Bhakti Shastri, Bhakti Vaibhav. What are the 5 things Uddhava says to Krishna? That by doing these 5 things, we can cross Maya. Yes, where are they?
By taking the dust of the lotus feet.
No.
By smelling the garland.
Yes, garlands. Very good. Then
by taking the dresses of
dresses,
the
ornaments.
The ornaments of the Lord.
By taking
The oils used by the Lord, and the most important, which we all love,
the prasadam.
Uddhava says in the 11th canto, 6th chapter, verse number 46, Tava ubabukta shrigandha vaso alangara charchita uchishta bhojanam dasa tava mayam jayemehi. We can cross Maya by you doing these 5 things. Very easy for all of us. Because surrender will take, surrender will take like lifelong to surrender to Krishna. But this is very easy, Uddhava says this. Tava ubabukta shrigandha. Upabukta means whatever Krishna have used. What are they? Shrig. Shrig means the garlands used by the Lord. Just wear it or smell it. Gandha, the oil after Narsimha Arti. The oil, smell it. Vaso, the dress worn by the Lord. Alangara, the ornaments. Charchita. Uchishta Bhojanam Dasa, the prasadam of the Lord. Tava Mayam Jayami. Simply by decorating ourselves with the garlands, with fragrant oils, clothes, ornaments, you have already enjoyed. Krishna should use it in the sense it should become prasada, not bhoga. And after eating the remnants of Krishna's meal, your servants will immediately conquer the illusionary energy. And who's saying this? Uddhava is approaching Krishna. And she is saying that you can overcome illusionary energy by doing these 5 things. Very easy, no? Very easy?
Yes, Mataji.
Do these things. Prasadam every day we have. Garlands, we can go after Shayanaradi to a temple, they'll get garlands, you can wear it. Or oil that is used, clothes, ornaments, it's sold for auction during Kartik month or something like, broken ornaments, you can use and reuse it. So by doing this, you can cross Maya. So this is the best way to overcome Maya. Okay, so these are the things which help us to understand our constitutional position. So that is the 34th sloka says about our constitutional position. 35 to 39 is about describing and understanding the Lord. Now, how do we describe the Lord, or how do we understand, or what are the qualities of the Lord mentioned in the next 5-6 slokas? Evam janmani karmani hi akartur ajanasya cha varnayati sma kavayo veda kuhyani hritpatehe. Thus, learned men describe the births and activities of the unborn and inactive, which is undiscoverable even in the Vedic literatures. He is the Lord of the heart. So, janma karma jame
Divyam.
Divyam evam So Janma Karma Jame Divyam. Krishna's birth and activities are transcendental. Now you say Krishna's birth and activities of the unborn. Krishna have taken birth as the son of Vasudeva and Devaki. That's the which question by the sages of Naimisharanya? Which was number? Which number? Third question. So that means Krishna had taken birth as the son of Vasudeva and Devaki. That we know. Now how he become unborn then? Is he born or unborn? What is the answer?
He, not like human birth, Mataji. He expands. He comes as
Can you
avatar.
explain? Can you correct? Not like a human birth. What do you mean by that?
Hridaya Garbha, he is Mataji.
Okay, yes, very nice, very nice. So Krishna appeared in the consciousness of Vasudeva, and in the heart of Vasudeva, got transferred to the heart of Devaki, then to the womb. Very nice. And he just comes out. It's not okay. And as Chitra Mataji says, he's not like human birth. Means
He
human
shows
birth.
his form first.
Transcendental is.
What do you mean by not like human birth? That's what I
He
want.
he is not conceived in the
Not with the process of
mother.
the human take
Not
birth.
from the husband and wife.
How
Right?
do we take birth? I mean, on what basis?
By conceiving,
What
by going
basis?
to the
Union
womb.
of male
In the
and
womb of the mother.
Relation.
Womb of
Based
the mother and the labor process.
What basis? Based on what we take birth?
Based on a karma.
Karma. Does
Karmana
Krishna has any karma?
No.
Karmana Daiva Netrena.
Karmana Deva Netrena. Yes, Krishna decides based on the karma.
Gunakarma vibhagaha.
Yeah, but then Krishna comes by his own sweet will. No? He descends. Do you say sun took birth tomorrow morning? Or sun died now? No. Sun appears and disappears. Similarly, Krishna appears and disappears out of his own sweet will. Okay, and he came as the son of Vasudeva and Devaki. What is the answer? Why did he come?
They ask for the moon.
Prakriti Nams.
Reclaim the fallen souls.
Paritranaya sadhana is all basic.
To reclaim the fallen souls in the mode of
Yeah, to
goodness.
reclaim the fallen conditioned souls. And
In the mode of goodness.
And to fulfill.
And to protect the devotees.
Fulfill the
And-
mood of
Fulfill
the
the
devotees.
Give pleasure to the devotees.
Paritranaya sadhana is secondary reasons why Krishna appeared.
That is
Not the primary reason.
Vasudeva and Devaki, they prayed to get Krishna as his their son in the past Janma.
To release rasas.
To reclaim the fallen souls.
Okay, to reclaim the fallen conditioned souls, that's fine. To what rasas, which rasa?
Vatsalya rasa, Madhurya rasa.
Primary rasa.
Yeah.
So mainly to exchange the rasas with the devotees and to please the devotees,
And
to give pleasure to the
reclaim.
devotees, right? Yeah, to give pleasure to the devotees. Krishna wants to enjoy or have a pastime with the devotees. That's why he didn't want to reveal that he is the Supreme Personality Godhead in Vraja, at least in Vraja. Okay, Kunti Marani know that Krishna is the Supreme Personality Godhead. But then here, it is said that Krishna don't want to reveal himself, or Krishna didn't want to show his supremacy to the Vrindavan Vasis, so that the pastimes will not get disturbed. So main reason why Krishna appeared is to give pleasure to his devotees, to do his pastimes, to reclaim the fallen conditioned souls to back to Goloka, in the sense to reclaim them. We get attracted, to Krishna. So what is Krishna's another name because he's unborn? Oh, Padma Kirtida Manji, you have a question?
Aja.
Aja.
Mataji, you have a question? Padma Kirtida Manji.
I just wanted to ask about Krishna although he came from the heart of Vasudeva to Devaki, he was in her womb because we have the demigods praying when he was in the womb of Devaki, so he was in the womb also.
Yeah, I just told he got transferred from the heart of Vasudeva to Devaki's heart and to the womb.
Then to the womb.
Yeah.
Yes,
And that's why Prabhupada says, what is that process called? In the purport, Prabhupada mentions, what is that process actually called? Of transferring Krishna from one person's heart to the another person's heart.
Diksha.
Just had it. Diksha.
Sankarshana.
It's Diksha.
Sankarshana.
It's
Yeah.
Diksha. The Guru gives Krishna from his heart to our heart. That is Diksha process. Prabhupada mentions in the purport. So in 10.3 Bhagavad Gita also it says, Yo mamajam anatim cha veti lokamaheshwaram. Right? Yo mam ajam. So Krishna is Aja. Aja, in the sense he's unborn because he's not born like us. He comes in his own sweet will. Okay, he's unborn or beginless. Govindam Adi Purusham. So this is describing the quality of the Lord. Rejecting the material form, learned men describe the highest and most confidential truth of the Vedas, namely the birth and activities are not material. In Janma Karma Jame Divyam. You should know the appearance and activities of the Lord as transcendental. He's above the three modes. And one who knows this can go back to Godhead. And he is unborn or ajasya and inactive. Why you say Krishna is inactive? Because
He does not need to do
He does
anything.
not interested in the
he doesn't have to do anything. And what else?
Because there is no active karma also.
No karma binding him, and there is no reaction also. He's aloof
Yes.
from everything, no? He's Swarat, he's aloof from everything. So that's what 35th sloka says about the qualities of the Lord. Okay, and 36th. So these are all next few slokas is basically about describing the Lord or understanding the Lord. So 36 is about the Lord's qualities. Sava idam vishwa mamogalila shrujati avadi attina sachette asmin budeshu chantarhita atma tatra sadvargikam jigrati sadguneshaha. The Lord whose activities are always spotless is the master of the six senses and is fully omnipotent with six opulences. He creates the manifested universes, maintains them, and annihilates them without being in the least affected. He is within every living entity, every being, and is always independent. What is Krishna's another name because he's independent?
Samrat. Swarat.
Swarat. Krishna is Swarat, and his activities are spotless. Activities are spotless, but Krishna is always misunderstood in Rasa Leela, right? But activities are spotless. What do you mean by that? Yes.
Material contamination.
in his activities, Mataji.
Like the sun purifies the abominable.
Yeah, no, I'm
Yes,
specifically asking
impurity.
about Rasa Leela because that's the most misunderstood pastime of the Lord.
Detached, Mataji.
Huh? Detached?
He's detached.
Yes, he's detached. When Rasa Leela happened, what was the age of Krishna?
8 years, Mataji.
8 years. 8-year-old boys. Did you see 8-year-old boys nowadays? They're all spoiled. But then 8 years, so innocent boys they are. Okay. Now, Krishna being the supreme person, he's not just a boy, the supreme personality of Godhead, coming in that 8-year-old boy. And how was the gopis in the Rasa Leela? What was their, means how matured were they?
They were married.
They were married, they had kids.
Married.
They were married and then they had kids because when Krishna
Kids.
played the flute at the middle of the night and the gopis wanted to
They
go
left
for
the
Rasa
babies.
Leela, many of them were not allowed by their husbands and fathers. And it was described that some of them were milking the cow, some were feeding their children, some were taking care of their in-laws or husbands. So they were all matured ladies. And some of them left their material body at home and went in the transcendental form. Transcendental form. So means what? There is no lust at all. There is no karma in that place because it's transcendental body. It is Sachidananda Vigraha. It's the form of the gopis. So Krishna's activities are spotless. Okay. And he's the master of the senses. What is Krishna's another name? Because he's the master of senses.
Rishikesha.
Rishikesha. Yes. Rishikena, Rishikesha Sevanam Bhakti Ruchade. So our senses should be used to serve the master of senses. And he's fully omnipotent with 6 opulences. What are the 6 opulences of the Lord?
All wealth, all beauty, all fame.
All knowledge.
Jnana Vairagyam.
Right. Jnana and Vairagya.
Yes. Something is wrong by saying Jnana, Vairagya, Aishwarya. Something wrong? Is it wrong to say Krishna has beauty, knowledge?
All
power.
He has it in
All beauty, all knowledge,
all beauty.
All knowledge.
all
All
realization.
pure. Fullest.
He is the
Fullest.
source of everything.
all. should be used.
All.
I heard this from Prem Kishori Mataji. Mataji says you should use the word all knowledge, all opulence, all beauty, all renunciation, all knowledge, like fame, all. Why? Why is it not just mention all and then once? No, for all, everything you have to mention all. Why?
Because whatever he has the six qualities, everything full.
Everything is
To the
complete.
maximum.
Maximum means 100%, like nothing more about that, no? Nothing beyond that. Yeah, so that means Matta Paradaram.
Na
So the Vishnu Puran says of the 6 opulences of the Lord. Okay, what are the 6 opulences Krishna has? Aishwaryasya, Veerasya, Yashasya, Samagrasya, Jnana, Vairagya. Okay, so these are the 6 opulences quoted by Srila Prabhupada in one of the purports. Aishwaryasya, Samagrasya, Veerasya. So what is it? Aishwaryasya means full what richness. Samagrasya, Veerasya. Okay, so much power. Yashasasya, fame. Shriya, that is all beauty. Jnana, all knowledge, and all vairagya, renunciation. Cha Sannam Bhaga Itinga. That's why he's called Bhagavan, the Bhaga Sri Bhagavan Vacha. It's not just Sri Krishna Vacha, no, because he's Bhagavan. So this is the quality of the Lord. We should know the quality of the Lord is spotless. Can someone mute yourself? There's some background coming. Now, once you finish telling the answer, just mute yourself. Okay, so the Lord's quality is that it's spotless. The past tense are spotless. What is it called? The another name of it's been spotless.
Amogalina.
Amogalina. Yeah, Amogalina means spotless. Okay, spotless leelas of the Lord. So that is spotless, and he creates, maintains, and destroys the universe, and it still remains unaffected. Padma Patram. Another analogy that is like a lotus leaf. Any other analogy to show that Krishna is unaffected, aloof?
The coconut in the coconut shell.
Dry coconut.
Even though within the shell, the coconut is not attached. Okay. Also,
The
it's
sun
said of the High Court judge who does his duty without getting attached.
Sun also, Mataji.
The sun.
So these Mataji cashier in the bank also, Mataji.
Yeah, going through all the money, but he's not attached. Yeah. So Krishna is Amogalila in the sense his past times are spotless. He creates, maintains, and destroys the universe. He's unaffected. He's situated within everyone's heart as Paramatma, Kshirodaya Vishnu. Sarvasya Chaham.
Hridisanni Vishnu.
Ishvara Sarvabhutana.
Hrideshvana Drishtati.
Ishvara Sarvabhutana Hritesharjuna Drishtati. So Krishna is seated in everyone's heart. He's independent. He's Swarat. And he has 6 lenses in all, full. Okay. And he's the master of the 6 senses. Shad Gunesha. Okay. So this is the qualities of the Lord mentioned in verse 36. 37th verse says, Nachasya kaschin nipunena datur avaidijatu kumanisha uddhi namani rupani manovato. Okay. Shantavanto natacharyam ivatnyaha. So the foolish with the poor fund of knowledge, you can all recite the slokas from there, because when so many are reciting now, I get disturbed when we get lose track. But if you want to recite, you can raise a digital hand so that I can unmute, or you can unmute and recite. Okay, from next verse, you can raise your hand. The foolish with poor fund of knowledge cannot know the transcendental nature of the form, names, and activities of the Lord, who's playing like an actor in a drama. Nor can they express such things, neither in their speculations nor in their words. Okay, so what do you mean by that? That foolish cannot understand Krishna. Why? Why is that they're not able to understand Krishna?
Ignorance.
They don't have the knowledge.
Ignorance.
They are in ignorance, and
Naham
Krishna
prakasha
covers
sarvasya.
himself by yoga maya.
Naham prakasha sarvasya.
Yogamaya Samavata.
Yogamaya Samavata.
Mudoyam Nabijanati, Mami Jamai Abhyayam.
Yeah, Mudo Abhinami Janati. So poor fund of knowledge, Mudas, like those who have poor fund of knowledge, cannot understand Krishna, because Krishna's activities are all transcendental, the form, name, quality. So it first is the name. Nama Rupa
Guna Leela.
Krishna Namadi. When you say Nama Adi means Nama Rupa Guna Leela. That is words, I mean name, form, qualities, and pastimes. And like an actor in the drama. Anywhere else you heard this word? Actor in the drama?
Kunti Stuti Mataji.
Kunti Stuti, right? Maya Javani Kachan Namajna Dokshajam Avyayam
Nalakshate Mudadrisha Nato Natya
So like an actor, when an actor is acting in the drama, like you can't even realize, that is the same person. Have we all experienced that? That you forget the identity of the person. Did that happen? I still remember we were in Mayapur. Yeah, we were in Mayapur and it was a drama and by ISKCON Mangaluru. And it was, I think, Mohan Prabhu. And he acted as Chand Kasi. And he was like totally involved in the role. It was so nice to see that we forgot it's him. We were thinking only about the actor. So Kunti Stuti in Kunti Maharani also says Maya Javanigachan Nam Matnya Dokshajam Avyam Alakshase Muda Krisha Nato Natya Daraviyata. Maya Javanigachan, that covering. Is Maya covering Krishna?
Cannot cover.
Maya is covering our vision.
What is the analogy? Maya is covering our vision, not Krishna. What is the analogy?
Sun and the clouds.
Cloud covering the sun.
Good. The sun and the clouds. Clouds are not covering the sun. Clouds are covering our vision. And who creates the cloud?
Sun.
Is the sun itself.
Sun evaporates the water from the ocean, creates the cloud. And who destroys the clouds?
Sun
Right. Similarly, Krishna creates Maya and puts in front of our eyes and we can't understand him. And who removes the Maya? Krishna himself. Swayameva Spuratyata. So Maya, Kunti Maharani says, Maya is covering us, our vision, and Adokshacham Avya, we can't even understand you. Nalakshate Mudadrish. Nato Nate Darayuda, like an actor, like beautifully dressed as a player. So beyond the range of limited sense perception, you are eternally irreproachable factor covered by the curtain of deluding energy. Krishna is not covered by the energy. Everybody thinks Krishna is covered by Maya. If Krishna is covered by Maya, that means Maya is greater than Krishna? No. Maya Devi is under him in the sense, Mama Maya, it's his energy. So she's under Krishna. And the Maya is covering our vision, our knowledge. So Krishna is invisible to the foolish observer. Exactly. An actor dressed as a player is not recognized. So this is the verse in 37 says, the unintelligent person cannot understand Lord's activities, name, form, neither with their minds nor words. Just like an ignorant man cannot appreciate the performance of an actor. But how can you actually understand that actor? Like the actor dress up and come. Now, how do you really understand who is this actor? Like, for example, there was Narasimha Devli drama happening and there was the face mask by Narasimha Dev. And how do you know who played that role?
By the voice.
The mask
was given by someone else.
Once he removes his mask.
Removes the mask. And we can't forcefully remove. He himself should remove the mask. You understood? You got it? So similarly, we can't just force to Krishna, I want to know. No, Svayameva Svuratya. When Krishna is pleased with your service, Krishna will reveal to you. We can't force anyone. Really, we can't force. You can ask, there was one Prabhu called Dinesh Prabhu. He waited for 2 years after his Mayapur interview to get initiated. After the Mayapur interview, just imagine, 2 years after that. So how long he been waiting? So what does that prove? That it's not in our hands. It's purely Guru's mercy. The Guru comes to us. It's Guru's mercy. So here it is said, Krishna's qualities, pastimes, everything cannot be understood just by our own endeavor. It's Guru's. Now, many had Bhagavad Gita in your house, but you really understood when you got a Guru, like Shiksha Gurus, and really understood through Prabhupada, who's our preeminent Shiksha Guru. So that's what he said. Anyone likes to chant the next verse, 37th verse, Hare Krishna? Yes. Fast.
Yes, Mataji.
You have time.
Yes, Mataji.
Go on.
Nachasya kansini pune na dhatur avati jantur kumanisha utihi namani rupe namano vachobhihi santavato natocharyam ivajaha.
Read the translation, Mataji.
The foolish with the poor fund of knowledge cannot know the transcendental nature of the forms,
Oh,
names, and
we
activities.
did this, na? We did this, sorry.
Yes,
Mataji.
Nobody told me. I am also lost. You're also lost. Okay.
Okay, Mataji. Thank you,
Really,
Mataji. Save, yes.
Yes, Madam.
Save dadatu pada vimparasya duranta viryasayathi ga punahe yo mayaya santaya nuvirtaya brajeta pada saroja gandham. Only those who renders unreserved, uninterrupted, favorable service unto the lotus feet of the Lord Krishna, who carries the wheel of the chariot in his hand, can know the creator of the universe in his full glory, power, and transcendence. Thank you.
What was Krishna's another name? Because he carried the wheel of chariot in his hand.
Chakrapani.
Rangapani, very good. Then there is another name.
Chakradhari.
Then Chakrapani, Radhagapani, Chakradhari, Chakrayudha, Chakradhara. So why did he carry the wheel of the chariot?
Represents Kala.
Bhishma. To kill Bhishma.
To kill
Bhishma.
Why?
Because
he
wanted to protect Arjuna, the devotee.
He wanted to break the Krishna's vow. He wanted to break the vow of Krishna.
Yes, and to protect Arjuna. Yes. Okay. So Bhishma Dev in his Bhishma Stuti, first canto, 9th chapter, verse number 37. Here, Prabhupada gives a beautiful, those who are preachers of Bhagavad Gita, I personally benefited by reading Bhishma Stuti from 1:9:32 to 42 verses, 10 verses in the 9th chapter. You will get, when you read the purports, you'll get the whole idea of Kurukshetra war. Prabhupada has beautifully explained what actually happened in the Kurukshetra war. Why didn't the Kauravas get Sayuja Mukti? They got Sarubhya Mukti and so many wonderful things. So if you read this, you can really take a nice class on your level 1 classes, okay, like basic classes. So here in Bhishma Stuti, he says, Swanika mama pahaya mat pratityam ritamati kartumava pluto ratasta tritarata charano apyaya chalatur haririvahantumipam gatota riya. So in translation, fulfilling my vow and sacrificing his own promise, he got down from the chariot. Who?
Krishna.
Who's saying this? Fulfilling my vow. Who? Whose
Bhishma Deva.
vow? Got down his chariot, took up its wheel, and ran towards Bhishma Dev, just as a lion goes to kill an elephant. He even dropped his outer garment on the way. He didn't even realize that. And how did this happen? So that's a small story. Those who don't know, many of you know, but a small story what happened. So now the Kurukshetra war is going on and for so many days. And Bhishma Dev is not just killing the Pandavas. And Duryodhan, like, he could not tolerate it anymore. And he knows Bhishma Dev, once he take a shapat, or in the sense of vow, he'll never break it. He took first, what was the first shapata he took? And he fulfilled it even the last day.
Never to marry.
Never get married. So similarly, Duryodhan is a very good politician. You know what happened. He went to Drona, he went to Bhishma, and he did all this conspiracy. So Duryodhan, he thought of tricking someone, and he went to Bhishma Dev tent. No, those after the sunset, they live in the tent. So Bhishma Dev's tent, Duryodhan went and said, why are you not killing the Pandavas? Why are you not taking the shapat or vow of killing the Pandavas? He put oil in the ghee in the fire and agitated Bhishma Dev. And Bhishma Dev was so angry, and Bhishma Dev took 4 arrows and 5 and said, tomorrow I'm going to kill the Pandavas. Each arrow is for each of the Pandavas. Tomorrow I'm going to kill. So Duryodhana was overexcited, over happy. Now when we are overexcited, we do some stupid things. So what did Duryodhana do? He started to be over smart. He thought Bhishma Dev is anyway old now. What if he loses these arrows? And then what did he do? Duryodhana took those arrows and he said, I'll keep it in my room, under my pillow, so that tomorrow morning I'll give it to you. And Bhishma said, okay, no problem, take it. And so the arrows were in Duryodhana's tent, and it's midnight. Now, all the Pandavas are very fast asleep, but only one person could not sleep. Who was that?
Krishna.
Arjuna also didn't know, he was snoring and sleeping. Krishna. Because Krishna knew Bhishma Dev is a pure devotee. He takes a vow, it's going to happen. So tomorrow all the Pandavas are going to die. Can Krishna allow that? because Krishna loves Pandavas. That's his eternal associates. I mean, Krishna cannot, because the war has to be won by the Pandavas. Until still the story is still remaining. So Krishna want to plan something. Now, what did Krishna do?
He took Draupadi to Bhishma Dev.
He reminded
He took
this.
Draupadi. Wait. First, he took Draupadi. And in the darkness, there was tent, didn't have much light. So in darkness, Draupadi, Krishna said, go and take blessings from Bhishma Dev. So Draupadi went and took blessings from Bhishma Dev. Bhishma could not understand who was coming. It was just a lady coming and paying obeisance. What did he say? Dirga Sumangali Bhava. That means what?
Long live your husband.
Your husband should long live. So just before that, he said to Duryodhana, I'm going to kill the Pandavas. And now he's saying that your husband should long live. Now, what did he do? He have broken his own promise, no? Because he has given a word to Draupadi that your husbands will live forever. And then he said to Duryodhana, I'll kill the Pandavas. Now he can't kill. And he was so upset. And he looked back, he saw Krishna smiling. So this is your plan. Okay, that is first thing. Second thing,
he took Arjuna to
Arjuna came to whom?
Duryodhana's tent.
Duryodhana, yeah. Arjuna had a promise from Duryodhana. Duryodhana asked some long back, I don't know the exact time, but Duryodhana had a promise to Arjuna that you can ask anything at any time. One vow, I'll do it. So Arjuna went to the tent of Duryodhana. Duryodhana was so happy. Now after the war, they are like friends. So like, Arjuna, what do you want? No, I want that boon you told, no, long back. So before that, Krishna went and woke up Arjuna and said, come, get up, ask the boon from Duryodhana. And in middle of night, what boon I'm going to ask? No, you remember you had a boon? Go and ask the 5 arrows which Duryodhana had. 5 arrows, where is this coming from? Krishna said, I don't have time to say anything. Just go and ask the 5 arrows. Do what I say. And then he went. And then he asked, Duryodhana asked, do you want the whole Hastinapur kingdom? I'll give it. Arjuna said, no, we are Kshatriyas. We should fight and get the kingdom. I don't want the kingdom as a boon. I want the 5 arrows you have, na? I want that 5 arrows. And then Duryodhana is like, how can he know? Nobody on the earth know. Only Bhishma Dev and Duryodhana know the secret. And how did Arjuna know this? And Duryodhana had to give the 5 arrows. And when Duryodhana saw behind, it was Krishna smiling. Like that's my sarcastic smile. Krishna's like, it's my job. So 2 things happened, no? So now Bhishma is like, oh Krishna, you broke my promise of killing the Pandavas. Now tomorrow I'll break your promise. What was Krishna's promise before starting the war?
I will not take any weapon.
I will not take any weapon. Krishna will not take any weapon. Now Bhishma want to break that. Okay, now what did Bhishma do? He started fighting like anything to Arjuna, and about to kill Arjuna. Then what happened? Krishna had no other way, because Krishna knew. And was that the only reason to protect Arjuna, that Krishna actually jumped from the chariot?
As well as to
he wanted to keep the word of his
devotee.
Yes. So he want to keep the vow of his devotee. Where else Krishna have done this?
He took Sudarshan when Ashwathama released the Brahmastra to save the save
No,
Parikshit.
I'm asking to protect the words. Bhishma Dev's words were protected by Krishna. No, similarly, is there any other place where Krishna actually protect the words of his devotees? Narasimha Dev. In what way?
Wherever you'll see, you'll find me.
Yes.
fulfilling all the
So he wanted to prove whose words true? Prahlad Maharaj. Only Prahlad?
Brahma.
Brahma's word.
Brahma. Prema Priya Mataji, anything to add?
I have a question, Mataji.
Yes. Yes, Mataji. Where do you go? You can unmute.
Yeah. Duryodhana said that he would give even Hastinapur if he wanted, is it not? To Arjun.
Yes. I mean, the whole kingdom.
If that was the case, why did the war happen at all?
That's what Arjuna didn't want it. Arjuna said, no, we are Kshatriyas, will fight and win the war.
In the beginning,
Because of the boon, Duryodhana forgot the boon. But since Arjuna had come to ask for the boon, Duryodhana asked that, do you want the kingdom? I'll give it, like a boon.
If that had
It's
happened
just for a
early,
boon.
if it happened much earlier, an entire Kurukshetra war only would not have happened. if they had happily given
Yes,
off.
but it didn't happen because Krishna had his master plan. Krishna wanted the boom to happen at the right time. You understand?
Yes, Mataji.
It's Krishna's special plan, Mataji. Whatever happens in our life now,
Yes,
Krishna
yes.
is
To weed out the unwanted. To weed out the
Mataji,
a
unwanted.
maybe
nice planner.
Duryodhan.
He
Hare
wanted
Krishna,
to weed
sorry to
out the
interrupt.
unwanted people on earth.
Yeah,
That's
if
what he
Maybe
Parikshit
wanted.
Duryodhan.
Maharaj for 7 days he could control his thirst, hunger, sleep, everything, but for few minutes he could not control his thirst in the forest and he put a dead snake around Samika
Yes,
Rishi.
yes, yeah.
Can you imagine that? How can that
Yeah.
happen? So that's Krishna's plan. That's all Krishna's pastime. Krishna does wonderful things in our life. And when you turn back and see, oh, Krishna, you did this for that. So this is what we realize.
Yes,
realize. Yes, so Hare Krishna. So
Hare Krishna.
Narasimhadev, to protect the words of Prahlad Maharaj and Brahma, he came in that particular pillar as half man, half lion. Satyam vidatum nijapritya bhashitam vyaptim jabudeshu akhileshu chatmana adrishya tatyal bhudarupamudvahan stambhe sabhayam namrikam namanusham. Namrikam namanusham. Beautiful verse by Prahlad Maharaj. I think 7th canto, 8th chapter, verse number 17. Na Brityam, na, very beautiful verse. You can all memorize. Huh? Very nice. I love this verse. Satyam Vidatum Nija Britya Bhashitam, to prove his words of his devotees true. Nija Britya. Just imagine, from a pillar the Lord comes, and there were hundreds of pillars in Ahobalam, and it was that particular pillar which Prahlad Maharaj pointed out, the same pillar Bhagavan Narasimhadev came. I mean, to prove the 5-year-old boy's words true, how Krishna is so merciful now. Satyam Vidatum, to prove Satyam, or to prove truth of Nija Britya Pashitam, to prove the words of his devotees true. What is the words? Vyaptim Jabudesha Kilesha Atmana. When Hiranyakashipu asked, where is your Hari? He said, everywhere. Everywhere, Vyaptim Chabudeshu. So to prove that Krishna is everywhere, even in a pillar. Adrishya Tatya Albudha Rupam. It's very albudam, no? Wonderful. Half man, half lion. That's not the only wonder which Narasimhadev had. What else wonder he had? Albudha Shringa, Dalita, Hiranyakashipu.
The nails, Mataji.
This Albudha Rupa. What is this Albudha Rupa? Half lion, half man. That's fine.
Yes.
That's okay. But what is that is not the real Albudha.
Long nails. He came for one
long
devotee to
nails.
protect one devotee.
No. Nails. That's the clue. Tavakara Kamala Vare Nakham Albudha Rupam. Why? Tavakara Kamala. Kamala means what?
Lotus.
Tavakara. What is like lotus?
His palms are like lotus.
His
body.
hands are like
Lotus
lotus.
feet, lotus hand, lotus face. So lotus hand, Krishna had sharp nails. Can a lotus have sharp thorn?
No.
They have. That's why it's Albudha Rupa. You understood? Tavakara Kamalavare Nagham Albudha Shringa. So that's why it's Albudha Rupam. Stambhe Sabhayam. Stambhe, the pillar. Sabhayam, in the assembly. Namrigam Namanisham. It's neither man nor no human. To prove the statement of his servant Prahlad Maharaj substantial. In other words, to prove that the Supreme Lord is present everywhere, even within a pillar of an assembly hall, the Supreme Personality Godhead Hari exhibited a wonderful form, never seen before. The form was neither man or non-lion. Thus, the Lord appeared in his wonderful form in the assembly hall. I'll just go on and on and on. I will not finish the chapter. So, I'll go to the 39th verse. Anyone like to chant the 39th verse of this chapter? Yes, 39.
Mataji, may I chant?
Yes. Fast. Don't ask me.
Bhagavanta itham yadvasudeve khila lokanathe kurvanti sarvatmakamatma bhavam nayatra bhuyah parivarta ugraha.
Translation, Mataji.
Only by making such inquiries in this world can one be successful and perfectly cognizant, for such inquiries invoke transcendental ecstatic love unto the personality of Godhead, who is the proprietor of all the universes and guarantees 100% immunity from the dreadful repetition of birth and death.
Okay. So 38th verse was about understanding the Lord, who's been the creator, and he is the Chakramani or Radhakapani. And now, after hearing that the Lord is understood only by bhakti, the sages of Naimisharanya was lamenting that they did not have bhakti. To encourage them, Sudha Goswami praises the transcendental enquiries. Okay, so that's the connection to the link to this verse, by saying that by making such inquiries, the world can be successful. What is the word used? That these questions were Wonderful inquiries. It's benefiting everyone, no? What is the word used? The questions were
Lokamangalam.
Lokamangalam. Very good.
Lokamangalam. Yeah.
Lokamangalam. It was giving
For the benefit of
it was
everyone.
Lokamangalam for the whole world. It was beneficial. So why is Sudha Goswami praising them? Because the sages of Naimisharanya, they thought they don't have bhakti because the bhakti should be it's transcendental and so high it is mentioned. But here to encourage the sages of Naimisharanya, the questions, Sudha Goswami praises the transcendental inquiries. He's saying that you are most fortunate, for you made such wonderful inquiries about Lord Vasudeva, which invoke transcendental ecstasies and love unto him and guarantee full immunity from birth and death. So the questions should be asked. Okay, questions perfectly. It
Perfect
says
questions.
such inquiries, perfect questions and perfect answers. So such inquiries. What type of inquiries it should be? Related to what?
To all the world, welfare of all the people.
Related to what? The questions should be related to
Krishna.
Krishna.
Absolute truth.
Absolute truth.
Krishna and absolute truth is Krishna.
And for the welfare of the mankind.
Devotees.
Questions.
Questions.
Bhakti. Yen Atma Suprasidhati Mataji.
Yeah, about questions about
Krishna Samprashno. Related to Krishna.
What else? When you
And his
have God
devotees.
realization, what else get realized? God realization
Our
and
own position.
self-realization.
Self-realization.
So question should be about Atma Tattvam.
Atma Tattva.
Atma Tattvam. Parabhavastavad javdam yavan najitnyasata Atma Tattvam yavan kriyastavaditam mano vai. Who knows this sloka? Rishabhadev's teachings, very important, 5.5.5. Okay, yavan kriyastavad idam manove. So karma atvagamyena sharira bandha. So it says parabhavata abodha jatam parabhavastavad abodha jatam yavan jitnyasada atma tattvam. Okay, what should we have? Atma tattvam. We should inquire about our absolute truth or about our own self, atma. Atma tattvam it is said. Okay, about our own self, or you should be able to. You're not seeing my screen. Okay, let's say stop sharing. Okay, so parabhavastavad jatam yavan jitnyasata atma tattvam. So whom should we inquire about? Atma tattvam. Jivasya tattva jitnyasa or atato brahma jitnyasa. Yavan kriyastavadidam manave karma atmagamyena sharira bandha. If you do jitnyasa of atma tattvam, about self, then you will not have to go through birth, death, old age, disease cycle. Otherwise, you'll go on, sharira bandha, karma atmakam. Because of karma, we'll be loitering around. So this is the Rishabhadev's inquiry. He says, as long as one does not inquire the spiritual values of life, one will be defeated and subject to miseries. And be it sinful or pious, karma has its action. And if a person is engaged in such kind of karma, it becomes karmatmaka, fruitive activities. And as long as the mind is impure, consciousness is unclear, and as long as one is absorbed in fruitive activity, we have to accept a material body. So we should inquire about self. What did Sanatana Goswami ask Chaitanya Mahaprabhu when he met first time?
Amike.
Who am I?
Kiyami. Who am I? Okay. So these questions are supposed to be Loka Mangala. Okay, this question. Yeah, Loka Mangalam. So it is going to create or auspiciousness for everyone, these questions. Okay, not only for the sages of Naimisharanya, but for everyone. Okay, so the Goswami he's approaching or he's encouraging such questions. 1.2.5 also says, Munaya sadhu prishto aham bhavadvir loka mangalam bhavadvir loka mangalam. The questions should be Lokamangalam, not only just about the politics, who's going to win, or about sports, what benefit it's going to bring to everyone. You may be interested in sport, I may not be interested in sports, but about Atma Tattvam, everyone should be interested. Why? Because that's the only thing which takes us across the birth, death, old age, disease cycle. Yena Atma Suprasidhati. Yat Krita Krishna Samprashno. Somebody said this, very nice. Krishna Samprashno, it should be related to Krishna. Achyuta Kata Varjita. If something is not related to Krishna, that should not be actually heard. Just now I was hearing a Vaishnava's lecture. He says the most sinful person will who's the most sinful person in this world? Okay, when you do some
bring another soul near Krishna.
Then when you do sin, there are 4-5 things will happens to us. What will happen if you do sin in your previous life? Purva janma
We
kritam
suffer. We will get burnt in
Vyadi rupena
In the lower planet.
lower
Purva
birth.
janma kritam papam vyadi rupena chayate. If you do have done sin in your previous life, it will come as diseases. Yes, disease. Then, as Mataji said, low bond. Then
Ugly. They are ugly.
ugly. Then
In
illiterate.
Illiterate knowledge.
All this will be there if you're sinful. But the most sinful is those who have not chanted Krishna's holy name once, not heard about Krishna once, not done devotional service. They are the most sinful. So just imagine how pious we are. We have done a lot of Ajnada Sukriti to be here. No? So here it is said, the question should be Atma Mangala. So I have questioned you, and these questions are worthily because they are related to Krishna, and it is relevance to the whole world's welfare. Only such questions are capable of completely satisfying the self. So what questions should we ask? About the self, about jivasya tattva jitnyasa, about Athato Brahma Jitnyasa, or by his own, we should inquire about our own self. Okay, next sloka, 40th sloka. So
Hare
Sutta
Krishna,
Goswami encouraged
Mataji.
ladies of Naimisharanya. Sutta Goswami encouraged the Sridhar of Naimisharanya, saying that very nice questions. You are fortunate. You are asking all these questions, and it's going to be Loka Mangala. So that he likes to encourage them to ask more and more questions. Okay, and that's how this verse comes. That is in 2040. And now 40 to 44, the last 4 slokas of this third chapter of first canto is about glories of Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay, glories of Srimad Bhagavatam. Yes, Mataji, 40th sloka.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Idam Bhagavatam Nama Puranam Brahma Samhitam Uttama Shloka Charitam Chakara Bhagavan Rishi Nishayasaya Lokasya Dhanyam Swasta Yayanam Mahat. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you.
Okay, so what is it saying? The Srimad Bhagavatam is the literary incarnation of God, and it is compiled by Srila Vyasadeva, the incarnation of God. So Vyasadeva writing about himself or writing about his incarnations, and it is meant for ultimate good of all people, and it's all successful, all blissful, all perfect. So the last 4 slokas of this chapter is about glories of Srimad Bhagavatam, starting with 40th sloka, saying that this Puranam Srimad Bhagavatam is not different from Krishna. Krishna Tulya Bhagavata.
Krishna Tulya Bhagavata.
Vibhu Sarvashraya Prati Shloka Prati Akshara Nana Arthakaya. Krishna Tulya Bhagavata Vibhu Sarvashraya. Krishna Tulya Bhagavata. Krishna is not different from Bhagavatam, or he is equal to Bhagavatam. When Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Matta Paradam Namyat, nobody is equal to Krishna. But now in Chaitanya Charitamrita, which is advanced study, says Krishna Tulya Bhagavatam. This is from Madhya Leela, chapter 24, verse 318. Krishna Tulya Bhagavata Vibhu Sarvashraya Prati Shloka Prati Akshara Nana Arthakaya. Krishna Tulya Bhagavata. He's not different from Bhagavatam because he's a literary incarnation of Krishna. So the glories of Bhagavatam says that it's the incarnation of Krishna himself. Okay, it's Swayam Bhagavan Lord. So that's why you worship Bhagavatam in the altar, or you read, or the Shastras can be served by reading. So Bhagavatam is not different from Krishna, and that's why we have a raised platform when you read Bhagavatam. Actually, it should not be kept on the floor. You should have some thing kept. We just handle it roughly, thinking that's just a book, but it's not. Those who really know knows. And I've seen His Grace Atul Krishna Prabhu even doing Achaman before touching Bhagavatam, and I was like, wow, what is this consciousness doing Achaman before touching Bhagavatam? Now it's so pure, and the consciousness is like, this is Krishna. I'm going to handle Krishna, not just roughly handling it. No, Krishna Tulya Bhagavata. I had my friend, so they like from ancestors, they have Bhagavatam in their house. I was like, oh wow, I'm not so fortunate as you are, because I got Bhagavatam I didn't have it from my parents. Okay, they had some other Bhagavatam set, not by Srila Prabhupada, but they had Prabhupada's Bhagavatam set, and I'm so happy to know that your ancestors also had. So let me go see, because Prabhupada has been translating this in like 50 plus years now. So the grandparents had. So I was like, wow, so excited to go. And I went to the altar and saw there was Bhagavatam kept, and they worship Bhagavatam. Okay. So what they do, every day they offer flowers, tulsi, and they put little water also on Bhagavatam. And it's been doing from generation to generation, and Bhagavatam is like swollen up, literally. It's like swollen up. You put water and water and water. Nobody reads Bhagavatam in that house. Everybody does puja to Bhagavatam. Is that the best way to serve the Shastra? Is that the way?
No,
No.
no, Mataji.
No,
You should open and read it. And I went to another house and they have took life membership. So many have taken life membership now. And we keep sending Bhagavatam set. Now, there's Jyotishwari Mataji here. She's taking care of book department in our temple. And you ask her every day, she sits and pack for life membership. Now, we do so much for them to, and then send Bhagavatam by courier and they get it and all. And we go to the house, it's as it is. Prabhupada says Bhagavad Gita as it is, and Bhagavatam is also as it is. It's not just kept on the shelf without even opening the plastic cover. This is how people, Krishna is in your house and you neglect him. You don't even care he's there or not. No, just imagine there is a guest coming every day to your house and you just neglect that person. How will that person feel? So Krishna is in form of Bhagavatam in your house and you don't even take care of it or you don't even read about it. Prabhupada have given his life and soul translating Bhagavatam. And you know how Prabhupada translated Bhagavatam? It's not just the whole purport he reads in the dictaphone. No, every line he takes time. Once one servant of Srila Prabhupada was waiting outside his room from Prabhupada translate books from 12 a.m. to 4:30 a.m. every day, every night in the age of 70 plus. And Prabhupada was translating with the dictaphone, the purport. It was a small purport. And when Prabhupada translated, he translated the first line and he kept the dictaphone. He took his japa pack, chanted Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. He chanted one round. Again took the dictaphone, translated the second line of the purport. And then again he kept there. He took Goswami's literatures. He took commentary from Sridhar Swami and Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. And he again wrote. Again he used the dictaphone. Again he kept there and prayed to Krishna to reveal. This is how Prabhupada wrote each and every purport of Srimad Bhagavatam. And what are we doing? We just neglect it now. It's not for me. No. So what you can do is, I've heard it from my mentor. My mentor have a checklist in her mind. It's all for me also, the advice she gave me. You always check now whether you have done 16 rounds by the end of your day. Every day, every one of you. If you forget some rounds, in 4 or 5 rounds, if it's pending, at the night you complete it. Or maybe you postpone in the next day, but somehow you try to complete, right? All of you have a checklist that you will finish 16 rounds. Similarly, you should have a checklist of, did I read Prabhupada's book today? Tick or wrong. At least 10 purports of Srila Prabhupada. At least 10 purports. How long it will take? 10 purports. Some verses don't have purports only, just translation. Did I hear Srila Prabhupada today? How many of you hear Prabhupada daily? Raise a digital hand. I do hear. Anyone else here? Because it's in my car. A pen drive is there in my car. So whenever I drive to temple or wherever I go, the lecture will go on. So I'll be hearing lecture. How many of you hear Prabhupada lecture every day? 7. Okay, once in a while you miss, that's fine. But then every day, only 8. See, this is how we value our preeminent Shiksha Guru or the founder Acharya. So you should hear Prabhupada every day. You should read his book every day. It's for me also. I am not talking as a big scholar here sitting that I'm a great scholar. No, it's for myself. You know, Bhagavatam is self-purification. It's not only for you. It's for me. I have to read. I have to hear. So that's why I keep telling. It's Shravanam and Kirtanam. It's purification for us. You people sleep or not in the class, but I am hearing and I am relishing it. So that's it. So Krishna Tulya Bhagavatam. Why am I saying this? We should value Bhagavatam. It's in your book. It's Kodi Janma. What is it? Purva Janma Kritam Punyam Tada Srimad Bhagavate Lape. Purva Janma Kritam Punyam, whatever. And if you have Bhagavatam in this life, next life you'll be born in a family which has Bhagavatam set. You know that? When I heard this, I was like, wow. You heard that? No?
Yes, Mataji. You have told Mataji.
No,
You have told.
It's like that. So you know that. You'll know later. So at least get the set. Even if you don't, but you should read. Krishna Tulya Bhagavatam. Now you have to read. You are in fast track batch. You 55 Bhakti Vaibhav. You have to read. No other way. So you have to read. Okay, make it a point. Every day I'm going to read. I'm to sit and read. Swadhyaya, very important. So Krishna Tulya Bhagavatam. So prati shloka prati akshara nanartaka. Every word, every line has various meaning. So Srimad Bhagavatam is as great as Krishna, the Supreme Lord and shelter of everything. In each and every verse of Bhagavatam, every syllables, there are various meanings. Okay, so that's why it's important to read Bhagavatam every day. And the glories of Bhagavatam is saying that it's not different from Krishna. Srimad Bhagavatam Puranam Amalam yet Puranamamalam yet
Mari.
Shlokam Abaddavapi.
Puranamamalam yet
Malapuranam.
Vaishnavanam Priyam. It's very dear to Vaishnavas. Very, very dear to Vaishnavas. Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay, Srimad Bhagavatam Puranamamalam yet Vaishnavanam Priyam. It is from 12th canto, 13th chapter, verse number 18 says, Srimad Bhagavatam Puranamamalam yet Vaishnavanam Priyam. It's Puranamamalam. It's a spotless Purana. Who said that? Spotless Purana.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to read 7th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam with whom?
Gadadhar Pandit.
100 times, so many times. Srimad Bhagavatam Puranam yet Vaishnavana Priyam. It's very, very dear to Vaishnavas because it's about Krishna and his devotees. So Srimad Bhagavatam is a spotless Purana and it's most dear to Vaishnavas because it describes about Krishna, the Paramahamsa. And this Bhagavatam reveals how to become free from this material bondage. So out of all the scriptures, which scripture is the best? Bhagavatam.
Bhagavatam.
Nimnaganam yada kanga devanam achyuto yada Vaishnavanam idam shambho yada shambho puranardam idam tata purananam idam tata. So 12th canto 13th chapter verse number 16 says Nimnaganam yada kanga. Out of all the rivers, who's the best? Ganges. Why? Why?
Emanates from the Lord.
Came out from the foot of
Lord.
The lotus feet of the Lord.
Which Lord?
Vamana.
Lord Krishna.
So, Nimnaganam Yadagam, out of all the rivers flowing, Ganges is the best. Devanam Achyuto Yada. Krishna is the supreme personality God. Vaishnavanam Yada Shambho. Who is that Shambho?
Shiva. Lord Shiva.
Best of all the Vaishnavas. Puranana Itam Tata. Out of all the Puranas, Bhagavatam is the best. Okay, so just as Ganges is the greatest of all rivers, Lord Achyuta is the supreme among deities, and Lord Shambhu, the Shiva, is the greatest of Vaishnavas. So Srimad Bhagavatam is the greatest of all Puranas. What else we need? Kim Anya Shastra Vistare. What else we need? Now, if you want one boat to cross ocean, why do you need 4-5? Not this one book, Bhagavatam, is enough to cross material ocean of existence. So Srimad Bhagavatam is the best gift we could ever give to anybody actually in this world, or in the sense the best gift we have got. So we should value Srimad Bhagavatam. We are so fortunate. We have good eyes, all of you. We have good ears. We have a good memory, little bit, and we have good little bit okay consciousness. We got gurus. We have nice association. What else we need? What else we need? No, human form of life. Everything we have got. And if we are still not taking advantage, Manda Sumanda Madeo.
Manda Bhagya Hipadritaha.
That means very, very unfortunate. So we should not make ourselves unfortunate. We should read, okay, Srimad Bhagavatam very fast. As one Mataji said, one reason for attending fast track was, Mataji, I don't know how much time is left for me. Mrityu sarva harasyaham. Death will come anytime. Ayur haradi vaipums. I'm going to go back at any time. So let me at least hear Bhagavatam in fast track. I'm like, go and attend fast track. No, so it was nice hearing that Mataji's voice clip. I was like, very nice. Mataji have realization. She really realized, yeah, we don't have time. How 18,000 verses in Srimad Bhagavatam. Can we finish? How long? And we read one verse a day. Can we finish? 18,000 days do we have in our hand? So go fast. Go. Try to finish as much as in this life, so that in next life we can start from where we stop. 41st verse. Somebody raised. Lalita Mataji, Hare Krishna. Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Tadidam grahayamasa sutamatmavatambaram sarvaveditahasanam saram samutritam. Translation.
Yeah, translation. Yes.
Translation by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So Vyasadeva delivered it to his son, who is the most respected among the self-realized, after extracting the cream of all Vedic literatures and histories of the universe. Hare Krishna.
Yeah. So Tadidaham Guhyamasa. So that is the Srila Vyasadeva delivered the cream of all the scriptures. It's the cream actually. Sarva Vedaita Saram. It's the cream of all the Vedic literatures, and to his own son, Shukadeva Goswami, who is the most respected among the self-realized, Atmavatambaram. So he is giving, what do you mean by this? He is giving to his own son. What do you mean by this? Bhagavatam is delivering to his own son. What do you mean by this? Yes?
He was the most qualified
Okay. Qualify.
Vyasdev gave the knowledge to
Sukadev Goswami.
Sukadev Goswami.
It's a parampara.
Parampara, very good. Very nice realization. Yeah. So this is what parampara is. Evam parampara praptam.
Evam
So it's parampara. It's parampara. Vyasdev, if he didn't give it to his son, who's going to take it up forward? Okay, his disciples are there, but he want his own son Vyasdev. I mean, Shukadeva Goswami. There's a special reason for that. Why? Okay, self-realized, best person, but still, what is the reason?
He's a liberated soul.
Ah, okay.
He's still in the stage of impersonalist. You want to convert him to personalist.
No, he was already become a devotee. That's why he came running from the forest. He heard the two words, Aho Bhagiyam Stanakala Kodam and Barha Pitam Natavara. Yeah, he heard the two verses and he became a devotee and came back. Shukadeva Goswami came back. Then he was given Bhagavatam.
Because he was Sukha, the parrot of Radharani.
The parrot of Radharani. So he already knew, no? Parrot of Radharani knows everything.
To give it to other fallen souls, Mataji, in future.
That disciples also can do. Disciples can do.
We have to hear from the Guru, no, Mataji?
Yes, hear from the Guru. Disciples can also, some other disciple can also hear. Now, why his own son? Vyasdev was in the womb of his mother for
14 years.
14 years.
16 years.
16 years.
And what was he doing in 16 years?
He did not want to come out to think.
He was meditating.
Hearing Srimad Bhagavatam.
Hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. He was
Srimad
actually-
Bhagavatam.
So he already have heard Bhagavatam, and Vyasdev have personally spoken Bhagavatam to Shukadeva Goswami within the womb of his mother. Does that have effect?
Yes.
Yes.
Like
Prahlad Maharaj.
Yeah,
Prahlad Maharaj also.
Narad Muni. Right? The consciousness of the child really matters. One of my friend used to watch some TV serials now when she was 8th month, 9th month, Karmi. So then that particular serial, when the title song comes, this boy who's 6 months, 7 months, crawls and come and see the TV. Because he heard it in the womb of his mother, the serial. And he comes and running and watching the serial. Everybody's like, what happened to this? Ma bhi aisa hai, bacha bhi aisa hoga. But how did he know the 7th month? How is he coming for that particular serial? Nothing else. You keep cartoon, he will not come. He'll come only for that serial. Why? Because she heard it in his own. Like, you understood. I told you read Bhagavatam. I told you to hear Bhagavatam. You didn't listen to me. Now you suffer. Yeah, now you, at least now you hear Bhagavatam, I said. This really have effect. That means what really material sound. TV serial is material. What about transcendental sound vibration like Bhagavatam? I personally have experience. Okay, I had so much complication in my pregnancy, and it was like the umbilical cord was too thin. There was no blood circulation for the baby. I had to land up to emergency cesarean and so many preterm and so many things. I baby in the ICU. So the baby was not moving. So my senior gynecologist said that whenever you don't have any movement, come rush to the hospital, get a scanning done, and we'll take you for emergency CS. So I was like, oh, praying every day, watching for movement and movement. One day I didn't have any movement at all. And my mother's like, no, the baby is sleeping. Don't worry. Until evening, no movement. I was like, oh, Krishna, what's happening? If there is no movement, means the condition is not good, no, for the baby. Every mother's no. And I was like, really tense. And that's the time when my husband actually started Srimad Bhagavatam Malyalam. Now it's like that class, and my son's age is almost 3.5 years. So because that's the time he started. And I was just logging in. I was going live for his class, and I was like, I'm going to rush to the hospital. My brother was on the way to take me to the hospital. He was continuing his class. I'm like, you take care, because that's Nityam Bhagavata Seva. Don't worry, I'll go. But inside, I was tensed. I didn't tell to anyone, but I was really tensed. I was praying. And I was just going live. One Mataji started reciting Bhagavatam verse. Immediately, the baby started moving. Immediately. I was like so relaxed. I was like, and that too, so much of movements, not so this thing. I was like, this is transcendental vibration. So I personally experienced it. That's why I'm saying, why am I saying to all of you to value Srimad Bhagavatam? Because Bhagavatam is such a great literature that even we need that parampara. We need the parampara to understand Srimad Bhagavatam. It's not easy to understand Bhagavatam by our own knowledge. That's why Srila Prabhupada is there to give us Bhagavatam. Even if you can't chant the verse, no problem. Chant it at your home. There are so many insects and so many other living entities in your home. They'll get delivered. Even if Namani Abantyavanti, no? Even if it's wrongly pronounced, no problem. Krishna will love it. Just start reciting and learning slokas and recite loudly, not just in the mind. Read loudly so that you can hear and chant. So this verse says that Srimad Bhagavatam is the cream of our literatures. Yeah, 42nd verse. Who was Sureshwari Priya Mataji? You want to chant?
Yes, Mataji, Andri. स तु संश्रावयाम् आस महाराजं परीक्षितं
परीक्षितं प्रायापविष्टं गंगायं पवित्रं पयमं.
Okay, Mataji, continue from first more.
Okay. स तु संश्रावयाम् आस महाराजं परीक्षितं प्रायोपविष्टं गंगायां परितं परमर्षिभिः. Translation. Shukdev Goswami, the son of Vyasadeva, in his turn delivered the Bhagavatam to the great Emperor Parikshit, who sat surrounded by sages on the bank of the Ganges, awaiting death without taking food or drink. Thank you, Mataji.
Without taking food or drink. I have just 8 minutes. I have three more slokas to continue, to finish. Okay, so without taking food or drink, what do you mean by that?
He did not take a break, Mataji.
Fasting.
He did not take a
break. Yeah.
He was fasting, definitely.
Fast.
He was not conscious of his body.
Attentive.
He was not in a bodily conscious.
Yes.
He was elevated to a transcendental platform. He was not in the, when you're in the bodily concept, you feel thirsty, hungry, sleepy, all that. So he's been, that's why awaiting death. Okay, he might be awaiting because there's a curse that he's going to, and a Brahmana, that Shrinki, Brahmana son cursed him. So that curse has to happen, Takshak, the snake bird has to come and bite him. But that's his material body. He has already been liberated now. See? Okay, because of hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. So out of all the 9 devotional service, hearing was perfectly done by Parikshit Maharaj and Rukmini Devi also. Just by hearing from the Brahmanas, she fell in love with Krishna and she wanted to marry only Krishna. So here it is said, Shukadeva Goswami spoke to Maharaj Parikshit, who sat surrounded by the sages on the banks of Ganges, awaiting death without taking food or drink. That means immersed in Srimad Bhagavatam, like the Dundukari, no, who heard from Gokarna. So the 42nd sloka says that how Srimad Bhagavatam should be heard from parampara, it should be, and tadvidi pranipatana pariprashnena seva. You should ask questions to the guru and hear submissive. Hearing is very, very important. Shushrusha Shraddha Danasya Vasudeva Kataruchi Syan Mahatsevaya Vipra Punya Shloka Nishivana. Shushrusha Shraddha Danasya. How should he hear Srimad Bhagavatam? Shraddha Danasya means
with full faith.
Full faith. Vasudeva Kataruchi. Okay, so then only the taste will come. Shushrusha Shraddha, by some firm faith. Prabhupada says, just don't read my books like a magazine. Just like that. No. Scrutinizingly study. What do you mean by scrutinizingly studying Prabhupada's books?
In detail and understanding each word by word.
Each word and each sentence.
No, I have seen devotees reading Prabhupada's book with a small notebook and pen in their hand. They were actually, I have done that only in my college days. When you make notes and reference and all. But they literally had a notebook. They note down all the beautiful slokas. They note down the key points of Srila Prabhupada. Very beautifully done. Very nice. Some people have highlighters. They highlight the best things or best parts in the purport. And one Mataji is like, I was like, Mataji, I'll highlight what Prabhupada says, the best words. She's like, everything is best by Prabhupada. You highlight the whole page. Like, no, whatever is very attractive, very significant. And when you're bored, when you feel low, when you're dull, most of your Matajis here, you all know monthly problems we have. So you have your estrogen, progesterone fighting and a lot of mood swings and things like that. People can't understand around you. Now, what do? Take the book which you have highlighted, go through the highlights. And Prabhupada will talk to you. So many things. Very nice advice by Srila Prabhupada. Just go through the highlights. That really helps. Okay. So here, again, the glories of Srimad Bhagavatam, it is said that it will help you to raise above the platform of bodily concept and even give liberation to those who hear. Shrinvata Swakata Krishna. Prema Priya Mataji, you want to read the verse?
Yes, Mataji, I want to read it.
Go ahead.
Om Namo Vasudevaya. Yeah. Krishne Swadhamo Pagate Dharma Dhyanaadivi Saha Kalau Nashta Drisham Esha Purna Puranarko Adanoritaha. Hare Krishna Mataji. I'll read the
Translation.
translation. Yeah.
Yes.
This Bhagavata Purana is as brilliant as the sun, and it has arisen just after the departure of Lord Krishna to his own abode, accompanied by religion, knowledge, etc. Persons who have lost their vision due to the dense darkness of ignorance in the age of Kali shall get light from this Purana. Hare Krishna.
Yes. So this is the answer to the
1.1.23.
Sixth question.
Sixth question.
Sixth question.
Where did religion and knowledge
Last question, last
not
question.
Where will the
Lord departed for his transcendental abode?
Sixth question.
1.3.43.
Shelter.
Canto 3rd chapter 43rd verse. It's a very important verse. You can memorize this verse. Where else you saw this verse? Where else you saw this verse? In the
Mataji, in the Bhagavatam book on the front side, Mataji.
first page, no?
First
All of you
page.
take your Bhagavatam first page. I know most of you don't have it now, but then you should have. When you sit for the class, how should you sit? How I am sitting with my notebook and my Bhagavatam and all that. You should also sit like that. It's not only the teacher sit like that. You should sit with your Bhagavatam, first canto. You should have your notes. You should have a pen, everything ready. So all of you saw?
Yes, yes, yeah.
Yes.
Saw that Prabhupada have dedicated one full page for the verse, no?
Yes, yes. Yeah.
Why?
yes?
Why?
Because
It's so important that Krishna
this
to
is
shelter
Krishna.
in
Bhagavatam is Krishna itself.
Prove it in the initial stage.
Importance.
Yeah, Prabhupada want to prove it in the initial stage that yes, this is Bhagavatam is not different from Krishna and we value it. With the whole page, Krishna Swadama Pagade Dharma Jnanadi Visaha Kalo Nashtadrisham Esham Puranarko Adunoti. So Bhagavatam is as brilliant as the sun because it takes away all the, what are the four things Bhagavatam is compared to? Sun, then
Amala Puranam.
things.
The fruit, mango fruit, right?
Very good.
Ripened mango fruit. And then milk,
Sweet and fruit.
cream of the milk.
Sun, fruit,
Cream.
Cream. Sun,
fruit,
Mother.
milk, cream.
Cream. No.
lamb, and Mohini Murti.
Oh.
I don't know. Okay, so Bhagavatam is compared to these four. And how should he hear Bhagavatam? Like a which birds?
Jataka.
Chatak Pakshi, because it waits only for the rain. So takes, okay, and hear Bhagavatam like a Chatak bird and swan.
Eat the sweet mango.
Swan, Paramahams.
Swan,
Why?
swan.
Swan will be only in
Separating
clear water.
water.
It takes separate milk from water. So this is how you should hear Bhagavatam. You should not hear Bhagavatam like fast. I have only 2 more minutes to complete the chapter. Oh, what time?
Crows. It's like crows.
Oh, very good.
In
Crow.
challenging manner.
Crow takes birds. Crow takes only the waste. Yes, crow and one more insect.
Flies.
Houseflies.
Houseflies.
Okay. That's not the real comparison given. Housefly, okay. Housefly and crow, same category. One more. Fast. Mosquito. If the mosquito goes and sits in the udder of the cow, will it drink milk?
No.
It will drink blood only, no? So we should not hear Bhagavatam like a mosquito. That means take only negative things from Bhagavatam. No, we should not hear. So this is the answer to the 6th question by the sages of Naimisharanya. Where did Dharma reside? In Bhagavatam. And people in the age of Kali, we should take guidance from this Purana, because Dharma is residing in Bhagavatam. Dharmasya tattvam nihidam guhayam mahajanena gadasya panta. Okay, Dharmasya tattvam nihidam go. It's secretly hidden. So we have to follow the great souls like Vyasadeva, Shukadeva Goswami, or Dharmantu Sakshat Bhagavat Pranita. Okay, so when we hear Srimad Bhagavatam in the association of devotees, what will happen? What will happen?
The Lord himself will come.
Okay, Lord will come. What else will get? What we'll get by hearing Srimad Bhagavatam in the association of devotees? Sada prasangan mama virya samvito. Who knows?
Sada prasangan mama virya samvido bhavanti hritkana rasayana kata yajoshanada Apavargavartmani Shraddha Ratirбhaktiраನುಕ್ರಮಿಷ್ಯತಿ.
Very nice, Sunila Mataji. I'm so proud I'm your teacher. You did Bhakti Shastri and all with me. Really, I'm really happy, when you chant slokas like this. So it's a very important sloka, 3.25 Bhagavatam. Says Sata Prasanga Mama Virya Sambhito Bhavan Dihritkarna Rasayana Katha. By hearing Srimad Bhagavatam every day, win the association of devotees. That Joshanata so Apavargavartmini Shraddha Radir Bhakti Ranukramishyati. So you get bhakti or pure devotional service. How? When you hear Srimad Bhagavatam or Krishna Katha in the association of devotees. In the association of pure devotees, discussing the pastimes and activities of Krishna is very pleasing and satisfying to the ear and the heart. And by cultivating such knowledge, you become advanced, that is true, in the path of liberation. And also, you will get real devotion and devotional service begins. Real devotion begins by hearing Srimad Bhagavatam in the association of devotees, which you are all doing already now. Okay, so this is the third 43rd verse is about saying that Bhagavad Puranam is like the sun, and this is 6 questions by the sages of Naimisharanya. So the last verse of this chapter, third verse, the 4th verse of this chapter. Can anyone chant? 44. Yes. Tatra. First, I'm done with the chapter. Yeah, Lalit, no, you got chance. Now, anyone else? Likes chant.
Can I read?
Yes, Madhumai Mataji. Fast.
Tatra kirtayato viprarshirбhuri tejasah aham cha dhyaya gamam tatra nivishitas tad anugrahat so aham va shravayishyami yataditam yatamati. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Translation Mataji.
Okay. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. O learned Brahmanas, when Shukadeva Goswami recited Bhagavatam there in the presence of Emperor Parikshit, I heard him with rapt attention, and thus by his mercy I learned the Bhagavatam from that great and powerful sage. Now I shall try to make you hear the very same thing as I learned it from him and as I have realized it. Thank you, Mataji.
So which is the parampara talking about here? Heard it from. So which is the parampara here? There are 2 paramparas. Shruti. The parampara. Can you mention the parampara? Hare Krishna. Like there are 2 paramparas. You heard it from who saying who said Bhagavatam first? Here.
Shukadev Goswami
Here, Sami heard from. Shukadeva Goswami heard from?
Vasudeva, his father.
First Vyasdev to Shukadeva Goswami to?
Suta
Goswami.
Swami and Parikshit Maharaj.
Or Parikshit Maharaj. Yes, it ends there. Next is Shukadeva Goswami to Sutta Goswami and Sutta Goswami to?
Rishis of Kanaka.
Yes. So you have heard with rapt attention, you hear, and by the mercy we learn Bhagavatam and we become powerful in the sense we hear it and we repeat the same thing as we have learned and realized. Prabhupada says to become a nice preacher, you don't have to do anything. Just vomit what you heard from Prabhupada. Okay. What do you vomit? Whatever you have eaten only you will vomit. No. Will you add something to the vomiters? No. You delete something from the vomiters? No. Whatever you have eaten, you digest it and you vomit it. Digest means what? You realize it. So similarly, you hear good in, good out. Gigo concept. So here Prabhupada every day, automatically, Prabhupada's every lectures I guarantee you. Can anyone say I'm wrong? Every lecture has at least 1 or 2 verses. Correct or not?
Yes.
And you learn it? You learn it by hearing?
Yeah.
To be frank, I learned many of the verses like that. Prabhupada will he will not quote the whole verse. He'll just say the first line, second line, or 2 lines. And then you want to check which verse it is. You Google it, you find it, and you learn it. So Prabhupada will teach you, and automatically it will come. When you keep hearing.
Remember, Mataji.
That is because of our laziness. Because we need to revise it. We need to revise it. How did we learn big Bollywood, Hollywood musics before coming to Krishna consciousness? By hearing, repeatedly. You should revise. That's why you should have a small sloka notebook where you write all the slokas and revise at least. Refresh. You don't refresh your laptop. What will happen? So you should refresh.
It should not
That's
go.
later.
You should refresh. You should refresh. And just mugging up will not help. Just mugging up will not help. Only for the exam and vomit it. No. You're memorizing it to realize it, and the translation should be in your own words. Please don't mug up the translation given in the Bhagavatam. You get stuck and you're gone. You're blank. You can't even understand what that simple verse is. Understand the meaning and then learn. You'll never forget. Okay. And Krishna will give Dadami Buddhi Yogam. You put your effort, Krishna will give. Okay. So I think I can stop here. So I'll just sum up by saying that there were 6 questions by the sages of Naimisharanya. First question was,
What is the ultimate good for the people in general? Ultimate good for the people.
Essence of all scriptures.
what is the answer for the first question? Good for all.
Bhakti.
The second question.
Essence of
What is the
What is
essence
the
of
essence of all the
Scriptures.
What is the answer?
Devotional
Bhakti.
service.
Bhakti.
Bhakti.
Bhakti. So the first 2
Bhakti.
questions, the answer is Bhakti. Now, next 3 questions, the answer is one same. Okay, what is the third question?
Why
Third
did
question.
Krishna
Why
born
did
to
Krishna appear as a son
Why
of
did
God?
Krishna?
Why did Krishna take birth from the womb
Yes.
of Devi?
Why? Why?
Reclaim the fallen
Claim the
soul.
fallen
Claim the
soul.
Claim the
fallen
fallen
soul
soul
In the mode
and
of?
to
Goodness.
give a pleasure
Goodness.
full of goodness.
In the mode of
give
goodness.
pleasures to
Fourth
everyone.
question.
Which adventure does Lord
Krishna
perform
avatars.
in his
Avatar.
incarnation?
Which some
Purush avatar.
short. Purusha avatar.
Purusha.
Purusha
Fifth
Avatar.
was
Leela avatar.
Leela
Leela
Avatar.
Avatar.
So what is the answer to these 3 questions? Purusha-avatar, Leela-avatar. Why did Krishna appear as the son of Devaki and Vasudeva? It's about related to Lord's appearance. Something related to Lord's appearance. So first 2 questions, answer was Bhakti. Next 3 question, answer was related to Lord's appearance. And the last question is, where did
Related
Krishna
to
takes shelter
after his
Shelter.
departure.
shelter?
Srimad Bhagavatam.
And Srimad Bhagavatam. So it was related to Lord's disappearance. So you can sum up like this. The first 2 question answer was Bhakti, related to Bhakti. The next 3 questions answer was related to Lord's appearance. And the last question, the 6th question, the answer was related to Lord's disappearance. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. At least now I want the videos to be on. Yes, fast. Only 15, 20 of them I want for long, but now at least, yes. Nice to see all of you. Okay. I have to go like an express because I've never done this in life, but we have to. 10 slokas, yes, we have gone, but I go very slow. You ask all my students here, they get bored. They're like, Mataji, when will we finish this course? Bhakti Shastri, Bhakti Vaibhav is going like lengthy because you know what happens to me? I go from here and here and here and I'll get lost. I go that reference, this reference, that story, this story, and I myself don't know where I have to come back. So sometimes it happens. So now Bhakti Fast Track helps me to keep on track. And then any questions, any realization, any comments? Yes, Hare Krishna. Thank you all for joining. Others can leave. Those who have questions can stay.
Thank you, Mataji, for this.
Very nice, Mataji.
You know what? Naminister Prabhu was jokingly saying, no, Fast Track Bhakti Vaibhav is a challenge to all the teachers. You know why? Because we are taking class to the teachers. You're all preachers. You're already have learned everything and come here. So taking class for teachers is not so easy. So it was very funny, like all of them from the temple who takes class now, we always say, oh, my Bhakti Vaibhav fast track class are yaar, what to do now? I have to prepare now. I never prepared like this. Really, I don't prepare like this for my classes. Just go open my PowerPoint, last minute, I just say what comes. But then fast track is like really, it need preparations. Why? Because we are not, we are dealing with scholars. We are all dealing with preachers. You're all preachers and you're all taking classes one or the other. Some are taking Bhakti Shastri also. No, so it's very challenging. So it's good for me, for us, because we are also reading, we are also preparing. That helps us. No, just taking class, that will not help. We should also read, learn. It's learning and reading together. So I also learn. That's why I said, please add anything which I missed, any good realization, any points you can add. It's mostly welcome. Okay, always.